should prove to be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Here we go. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
11 Whitey. 11 Palmer.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Still over that big hack as well.
So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. Here's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Okay, ready? Strike. Check strike.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation. Instead, they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and shorted the sticks.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Hey, cross field. Hey, go. Right shot. Right. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And they can expect that shit to be like Madden. They tripping. I don't look for it to be like that. I hope it gets something. Play close as real as to be.
You want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks
Cat coming out with some arcade shit, but I'm gonna buy that shit too.
That's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Well, now how about this?
I just want to get away from those.
Start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Some point of this shit, though. Need something else.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum of the defense.
They got the license shit. Won't nobody play nothing else. Another football game good because it ain't the real team. Shit.
Mixon with a first down carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A game.
Getting into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This to the former Falcon, Hayden Hurst. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Richie Grant in on the tackle. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 11.
From the 22, Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Now Burrow on first down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have moved out in front. Extra point by McPherson. Good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. First and 10, it's Patterson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
Mixing up the middle. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
11.
Now Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
11. 12.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And some space here. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
11 empty tanks. 11 empty tanks.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, a 15-yard touchdown ground as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. pulls it in at the 13. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
38. Hey,
from the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Back to throw again.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll set up to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And that would go right up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw here.
And complete to Drake London. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd and 2. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Ultra.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he's got it. And he's brought down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts as time expires in the first half. And the Falcons get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. From the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought one of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Algier will try to pick it up. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. It's a quarterback sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. his throw's going to be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second and 13. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down.
Another completion right back to Patterson. On the move past the 40.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Turnover that just got him the football back. Obviously a big one because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here then?
No. Territory because you make a mistake, you got it right back in prime position.
That nigga wild,
So
cuz.
now,
That nigga is wild.
almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon to about the 35, second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Burrow will throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's a give to Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From midfield now, Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Burrow going for it on 4th. Again, that's Hurst. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Now a carry for Perine. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On 2. 12.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. A handoff to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
11.
On 3rd down, Gibson.
Ain't nobody say
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Yeah, True just used the wrong word, man. You know, nobody say CD wasn't good. CD good. They got there what you call it, Rob.
McPherson's kick is good, and they will extend their lead even further.
You better get some of that money back. Stand better.
Obviously a touchdown
Not
in the final
XL out of there.
finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. That was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shot.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half.
NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Cincinnati Bengals. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They run it again with Cook. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. To throw, Cousins.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Cook. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
3rd and goal for Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. C.J. Ham from a yard out.
And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be out just
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him.
on second down. Here's Mixon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Here we go. 11 Thomas. 11 MP. Hey. 11 MP.
First down. Here's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Here we go. Here we go.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
11.
Now Pirine. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
11 Thomas. 11 Thomas.
Again, here's Pirine. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
11 MT. Hey. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win. We're backing off with 3.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
No doubt about it, a really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
On 3rd down, Cousins. caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Defensive end getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for you.
Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Third and long for Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with it out and talk about it. To throw again on second down. Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. This is caught, it's Boyd. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8
Hello,
seconds
what movie you
remaining
talking?
here in the first half.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know they to be successful in this one.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
I see if I was born on the 20. I see if I was born on the 28. Yeah.
Key to the drag route, letting the play develop.
You talking like that?
Defense.
You talking like I was born on the 28.
Athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Fourth down, Cousins. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Cousins gives way to Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now Burrow on first down. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Burrow will throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here we go.
2nd down and 3.
11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
Throwing again, it's Burrow.
The pass to Boyd, and
It is a game. Whatever she doing, it is a game.
I'm not saying it's a game.
Anybody that would go to her is done.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I bullshit you not. Anybody that go to that lady, dumb
As
as
they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
Everybody in that big going to jail. Everybody go, boy. There's a lot of people going to jail and they get caught.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 Thomas.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Playing on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Finding space at the 40.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
11, 11, 11.
Now it's Burrow.
Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon.
And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed down.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12, 12, 12.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On one, right?
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
11 MC paint.
And Burrow going to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Nigga don't know. They come out here start running that bullshit. I can run bullshit too. I just don't play like that.
On one, ready? 11 MC paint. 11 MC paint.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
Touchdown! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon.
And the Vikings have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
It's a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Here we go.
Following the interception, Cousins. And that one going to come up short, low throw. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now Cook hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
11.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, What changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Throwing, Cousins. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. And here's Ryan Wright now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
This goes out wide for Mixon. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Throwing here, Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.